If you're like me, you don't like seeing broken strands on wash day or dull ends in the mirror and zero growth year after year after year. And that's where this experiment started. 9 months ago, I stopped using combs and brushes to detangle my hair. I committed to finger detangling only because I needed to know the following. Was I causing breakage without knowing it? Could I simplify my wash day routine and still retain length? Was brushing my hair what was causing the damage, the breakage that I was seeing every wash day? The results surprised me. No matting, no tangles galore, no massive setbacks. In fact, I saw the exact opposite. My hair flourished. The challenge gave me more moisture, less breakage, and invisible length retention. But it took patience, a system, and a shift in how I think about my hair. Let me walk you through the what, the why, the how, and exactly what I've learned after 9 months. Number 1, the hypothesis. In one of my earlier experiments, I conduct hair experiments a lot on this channel. This one's up on the channel. I collected all of my shedding from wash day and analyzed it over 2 months. Yes, every single wash day for 2 months. Then I looked at 8 random strands from each wash day session. Post-shampoo, post-detangling, post-conditioning, post-everything. And what I found was breakage. More breakage than shedding. These weren't just hairs with the bulbs in them, right? They had snapped and I knew that they had broken. But here's what I realized. My technique was gentle in theory in my mind. It was. I was being gentle and not rough with my hair. But in practice, I was rushing my detangling process, or I was being rough with my hair, or I was trusting my brush to do more than it should. I was detangling to get it over with, not to preserve the strands on my head. There's a big difference between those two. So I started this experiment. No combs, no brushes, just my fingers for 9 months. Here's what I did. On wash days, I pre-poo gently. This really helps. But every wash day after deep conditioning, I section my hair and then I use my thumbs to gently pull apart the section to feel for tangles, to tease them out, and to slide them out of my hair ever so gently, never pulling through with force, but using tons of water, definitely in the shower, using tons of product, and using a good product that has a good weight to weigh my hair down and slip to ease the process. So anytime I felt for a knot, I would take my time and undo it and get it out of my hair. I do not rush this process at all. Does it take time? Yes, it does, especially in the beginning, but it definitely gets easier with time, and I've become faster, more intentional, less stressed, and honestly, I enjoy my hair more now because I'm not entrusting my brush with the whole process of detangling my hair. So why does finger detangling work? Because look, it's not just vibes, there's evidence here. Number 1, reduce localized stress on the hair shaft. According to research, mechanical stress from tools like combs and brushes creates what's called cyclic loading, tiny repeated forces that weaken the strands over time. This is especially true for high curvature fibers like my hair. Loading happens again and again every wash day until the stress is high enough to snap the hair fiber. Number 2, combs and brushes, especially when used without proper lubrication and proper technique, can script the outer cuticle layer, and over time this creates micro tears that lead to split ends and cortical exposure. However, finger detangling preserves the outermost layer of the cuticle, which acts as a hair's natural armor. Number 3, your fingers can feel for knots and tangles in ways that a brush never will. This means that you stop damage before it potentially happens. Tools and brushes are indiscriminate. Your fingers are intelligent. Number 4, actually this is one of my favorite ones, especially if you are doing a wash and go, right? Finger detangling encourages natural curl pattern formation and really helps your curls pop. If this is something that you are wanting, then finger detangling will really help you. Finger detangling also coats the strands more evenly, reducing dry patches or product wastage. Number 5, less cuticle damage equals better water holding ability. It's simple. Your hair can potentially stay moisturized for longer between wash days. Now, here's what I personally noticed in my hair over these last 9 months. Number 1, thicker, fuller hair. Less mechanical damage means that more strands are making it to their full length, at least to the degree that they can, right? My hair feels fuller and denser. Number 2, more definition, especially in like twist outs and wash and goes. Clumping is easier when my strands are not frayed or split. Number 3, less breakage on wash day. I now lose fewer strands, fewer short strands. What comes out are mostly shed hairs, not just snapped ones, which is a relief compared to where I was 9 months ago. Number 4, more enjoyable wash days. Slower at first? Yes, absolutely, but I'm more efficient now. Instead of running and yanking and rushing through wash day, I actually have time to connect with my hair, to feel for where the knots are and to undo them. So yes, finger detangling takes more time in the moment, but here is what finger detangling has saved me. Less time fixing tangles later, less time trimming broken ends, fewer wash day setbacks, fewer days recovering from over manipulation for my hair, and maybe most importantly, I'm not dreading wash day. So if you want to give finger detangling a go, but you are nervous about it, here's how I recommend starting. Use a product with excellent slip and excellent weight. You want your hair stretched enough to detangle. Or pre-poo before you wash your hair. Detangle in the shower under running water if possible. Warm running water, lots of product with good weight and smaller sections. This will completely change the game for you. Don't overhaul everything in one go. Don't aim for perfection. There's no such thing with natural hair anyway, right? Just aim for consistency. Maybe don't go cold turkey. Do you know what I mean? But be consistent. Keep your nails short to avoid snagging and be intentional. This is not going to be a fast process. It's not. We're not trying to be fast, at least not yet, because we're learning a new skill, but we're trying to do it well. Finger detangling is not perfect. It doesn't mean no tangles ever. No, you will get tangles. You might still need to use a brush here and there, like when you are prepping to blow dry your hair or prepping to straighten your hair or do flexi rod sets or those kinds of things. Finger detangling requires patience. It requires a lot of time, especially in the beginning, right? You're learning a new skill. And finger detangling may not be suitable for everyone, depending on your density and your length, right? How much hair you have, how much time you have, like if you're a new mom, for example, or even personal limitations. But you don't have to go cold turkey. Learn your hair, learn your routine, and if you have to use a comb or a brush, use them. Combs and brushes are not evil. Poor habits are. Look, I don't make videos for clicks. I make videos for you, the woman juggling everything, kids and work and life and hobbies and everything, and still trying to grow her hair and show up for her hair without burning out. If you're tired of breakage, if your hair doesn't feel like it used to, if you just need a system that honors where you are in life right now and all of the effort you're putting into your hair, this might be the thing to try. Please let me know in the comments, are you ready to try a no comb challenge for a month or for 3 months or just one wash day? If you're already finger detangling, let's know as well. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye!